Okay, you need to get yourself in front of some people that make movies. That's the next thing you need to do. You've got a portfolio. Now it's time to get it in the hands of the right people. So where can you go? What can you do? I have a couple ideas for places you can hang out, and they all require them for you to be a little bit bold, but that's okay. If you are an introvert or a shy person, this might be awkward. You're gonna have to go to some places, shake hands, and meet people. But let me tell you a trick, because I am an introvert and a very awkward person. Here's what I do. What I do is I go to these things and I pretend that I'm an actor and I have this character. And this character that I play when I go to these things is a highly motivated, very successful film composer who is dashingly charismatic. So that kind of helps me get out of my shell and just go and work a room, even though I hate doing it and it's really awkward for me. But you got to do it. So, where can you go? First place to look is your state, country, or region probably, almost certainly, has a state-sponsored film board. Mine is this one that we're looking at, the Minnesota Film and TV Board. What they do, their primary role is to get film productions to come to your state and spend their money in that state, because that leads to more tax dollars for your state. That's their main role. So they want to get like the next big movie to come and happen in your state. But they have other things that they do as well. That first role might not pertain directly to you, but mine and many others, they have a directory where you can list yourself as a composer, so that when people are coming to the state to film stuff, they can say, like, here is a list of composers and you're on that list. Be sure you're on that list. Other things that they do is they might have industry meetups, meaning a gathering, a dinner party, maybe it's just coffee, maybe it's just a informal get-together of people in the film industry getting together at some place just to talk shop. They do that all the time. So what you want to do is go to those. They're primarily going to be filmmakers, directors, maybe some actors, but mostly behind the scenes people. There's not going to be composers at them. Composers don't go to these things, mostly. Very rarely have I run into another composer at one of these things. But that is what makes it so powerful. You're going to be the only composer in the room. That's perfect. The last place you want to be is where there's a bunch of composers hanging out, right? They're all competition. So what you do is you go to one of these things, and someone's first thought that you meet is going to be, wow, that's weird that a composer came to this. But their second thought is going to be, hey, I might need a composer. So you bring a card that has the link to your portfolio on it, and you hand out those cards so that people have your contact info and your portfolio. And then you just meet people. That's the best way you can get gigs. So look up your local film board. Also, look in the nonprofit sector. You might have other organizations in your town that focus on community building for filmmakers, meaning a getting together of people in the film industry just as a nonprofit. For example, I have one in my city called IFP Minnesota, which is Independent Film Maker Project. And I believe this is a chain, and I believe that there's tons of these all over. But this is a nonprofit that does exactly what I was just saying that we hope your local film board does. They have meetings, meetups, gatherings, and mine has classes and some grants and stuff like that. Also, for filmmakers, you should join this organization. Get to know them, go to their events, because this is where independent filmmakers, those are the ones you want to meet, hang out and get to know each other. Get in that scene. People will know you. People will know your name. They'll know your work. And hopefully they'll hire you for a gig. So have a card ready to hand out with your portfolio on it at these things.